This video will cover the basic setup and programming features of the Timekeeper web interface. This will include setting up names, managing user accounts, managing user buttons, and the preset buttons. If looking for more information on the terminal emulation, system configuration, and the advanced settings, this information can be found in the web interface part 4. Let's start with the setup names. Setup names allows names to be assigned for the outputs, the scenes, the stations, the input groups, the events, sequences, and the holidays. We go to our outputs, or the relays or the dimmers. Just simply select the output that we would like. Just select output 6 here, or dimmer 6. Get out of the open text box. Just simply pick a name that you'd like. Just pick dimmer 6 here. Make sure to save that setting. And come back up here and confirm that it's been renamed. Come down here to one of the relays. Pick output 80 or relay 8. I'm just going to go ahead and rename it relay 8. Make sure to save that. And as you can see, it's been renamed. That's basically how you rename the outputs. It's the same for the same goes for the scenes as well, and the rest of the naming. Stations would be the same. So all the naming throughout is going to be the same. Just go ahead and drop down your box, and in the open text field there, open text field, just pick out a name for each of the targets, and just make sure to save the settings. Once the names have been edited, if any changes have been made, just make sure to save those settings, and everything will be saved for you. That's how to set up names using the Timekeeper web interface. The Timekeeper web interface has the capability to add 50 user accounts, allowing up to 8 users to monitor the system at a time. Let's go over adding a user account. User accounts can be added in the top right corner. Just type in a username, a password, just confirm that password, and there's the new user account. Just simply save that setting. To go in and confirm the user account has been added, just go back into the menu there, and the new user account has been set up. Again, this is how to set up a user account using the Timekeeper web interface. Before setting up user buttons, it is important that outputs and all other targets be named first. Let's go over user buttons. Let's first select the user account. New user buttons are added in the top right corner. User buttons are broken down into groups. To add a new group, you select the new group. we'll add a kitchen group. Just go ahead and add any lighting loads that are associated with the kitchen. Like kitchen number 1, you can go ahead and rename kitchen number 1 if desired. Just go ahead and name it pendant. If dimmer number 1 needs to be on an auto off, you can enable an auto off for dimmer number 1. Just go ahead and add the time down here in minutes. Just go ahead and disable the auto off. Go ahead and add that group. So now dimmer number 1 is set up for a user button. Need to go in here and edit buttons or add more. So we'll just go to our kitchen group. We'll just add dimmer number 2. Call this recessed. And again, there's the auto off option. Just keep that disabled for now. So now in the kitchen group, there's the lighting loads that have been named pendant and the recessed. And as you can see here in our demo unit, the dimmers 1 and 2 responding to the dimmer sliders here. So we'll come back to we'll add a new group. Just go ahead and add a group with some relays in it. So again, this is how to set up user buttons when using the Timekeeper web interface. It's just simply setting up groups with all the lighting loads set up in each of the individual groups. The groups are just a very simple way of managing the system, and just an easy way of, whether you're on your tablet or whether you're managing your system on your smartphone, just an easy way of managing through the lighting loads. So again, this is how to set up user buttons when using the Timekeeper web interface. Preset buttons are pre-configured user buttons for all available relays, dimmers, and scenes, and are mainly used for diagnostics. Let's go over the preset buttons. Preset buttons are broken down in dimmers 1 through 72, the relays 1 through 192, and the scenes 1 through 72. We choose dimmers 1 through 20 here. Each dimmer is just pre-selected, as you can see in our demo unit here. Just dimmer 4, dimmer 5, just pre-configured user buttons. Select relays 1 through 50. And there's this. Now, if there are any programmed scenes, the scenes will also be set up. Again, this is the preset buttons in the Timekeeper web interface. For advanced setup information, which will include terminal emulation, system configuration, and the advanced settings, be sure to check out Part 4. Or for other product information, be sure to check us out on our website at touchplate.com.